Queen started with Dan Savage, and I think it's well intended, and I think it's great and sends a positive message. But I just kept remembering and thinking, as a gay kid, that doesn't help me. You know, that doesn't. I mean, sure, it's nice despite that I'm living it right now, and it's awful. So I started writing it. I actually wrote it as a 10-minute short that I submitted to collaboration at Sketchbook, the first sketchbook a couple years ago, and didn't get in. And I just kind of was always in my shelf, and I was moving apartments. And as I was going through stuff, I found this packet. When I first started going to college, just to date myself, I was when Matthew Shepard and all that Alphamus happened, and also being able to search the interweb. So I started looking at gay kids and just stuff that was happening. And there was this kid named Robbie Kirkland who killed himself in Strongsville, Ohio. And there was just something about his story and how he got bullied every single day. And I reached out to his mother, as I was 18 at the time. I was like, hey, I'm a theater maker, and your son's story inspired me. I'd love to write a piece about him. And she was she just sent me she sent me his poetry, she sent me journal entries. Wow. So it's when I found that, and then remembering that I had this other piece about this gay kid that escapes in a world of, at the time it was only comic books, and whenever he got bullied, he imagined himself as a superhero that can defend himself. It just kind of gelled, and so I named the character Jeremy after the Pearl Jam song, and Kirkland after this kid, Robbie Kirkland. My high school had a 20th anniversary event this past March, and a bunch of us alumni from all across were invited. So I just been working on this piece and making this 10-minute piece into a longer piece. And I went to my, me and my high school theater teacher were like shooting the shit, like, what are you up to, blah, blah. And I said, well, I've kind of, got this piece and this piece and this piece I'm working on. He's like, hey, well, your piece is set in high school. That one piece is set in high school when we had the advanced theater kids. I'm like, great. So it got its first breath with real high school kids. And first of all, I talk like a fucking Whedon series. So I talk like an episode of Buffy. So I'm like, is this still relevant? Do I still sound like a high school? Does this sound like what high school sounds like now? And they gave me the thumbs up, which is awesome. Then I was like, okay, well, there's something here. So I developed it again. I had another table read with professional actors. Yeah, they are professional, but they are professional actors. So I'm really good. You get a couple of them before they turn union. It was, and then there was something there. It was still all over the place, and then. Honestly, I had put it to bed for a while because I started working on another piece, and then there was another piece I had in development, and then you guys knocked on the door, and I was like, oh. So it was great. It was a lot of fun to work on. I have a really great cast that's really game. I have a really great director who's really game, and we just had a big old sausage fest with testosterone and giggles, and it was awesome. Seriously, that's what it was,
A sentence that's never been said before.
Bernardo raised in the bar from Fusion Theater.